My friends just put this book together. See the thing in the sky? And then you can see the balls here all over town. We thought we could celebrate New Year's Eve. We haven't been out for New Year's Eve in forever. And they put this together to let me know who's really behind all this. And they're saying it even leads to this big Clifty person, somebody impersonating Frankie Valli and doing other crimes. They say a real local beast guy that is just satanic. That person came in the snow. My husband was out of the country. And then someone came in, knocked me out, and raped me. This guy was looking at my husband all night at the Barnstable party. Don't know him. They say this represents John Solly. Put this in our creek and a ball across the street at Troy's Wrecker Service and a balloon here. And when you pop the balloon, confetti came out. And they've left umbrellas here 3 times while they leave them at Troy's Wrecker Service and the end of the street down there where that person has like a green light on their front porch. And they have, looks like these, you know those road things they're leaving out look like coffins with chains? This is the people behind this from the very beginning. Bob's ex and the man she married, a thug, Ron Darrett, took Bob's kids away when they were small, and they wouldn't let them hardly see their father. And I get this message, get out of your house, or her sons will kill us in special forces. They all had a hand in killing 5 family members, Aunt Barbara, cousin Eric, Aunt Betty. And they said if I went to Frankie Valli concert, something bad was going to happen. They came out and they said Chris Bretz's daughter's names. And then less than 24 hours when they broke into my house while I was at the concert, and then they murdered her less than 24 hours later. And these people were attacking me so bad when I was going to leave Kentucky to go to the airport because they said, you came from heaven, but you're going to die here in Kentucky. And they sent me the Deliverance song. And these guys were at the airport when I was trying to fly out of here. They made me so sick. I lost my plane ticket. I had to tell the pilot, I'm in danger. I was in line getting on the plane. Bob already got on the plane. I said, these men are trying to kill me. So I lost my plane ticket. Then Bob got off the plane just to be with me. He was so upset because we couldn't go to our condo here and he lost the ticket. I lost the ticket because I knew they were going to kill me. And then after we got there, I got brave enough to go a second time. These guys followed me with the same identical Jurassic Park shirt as the guy out back, I think, that put my dog in the garage to be killed. Look, they both had the same dinosaur Jurassic Park shirts. And then guys like this chased me after I got there at the beach. And while we were parked 2 hours after our plane landed at the beach, they hit our car deliberately, parked at the beach. Then they hit our car at our condo. And then the next day we went to pick out a mattress because the mattress was so old. They hit the other side of our car. And somebody who is in Special Forces, we met in the hardware store. Nice black guy, real nice guy. He was high rank. He goes, boy, somebody's got in for you. He goes, 2 hits in that short of time. He goes, who hates you? He said somebody like military trained. And then he said, well, go stay in this part of the island. It's safe. I said, that's where we stay. It's like Alex DeSico and them have friends everywhere, the dark side. But here is what I look like at the condo. They attacked my brain with space weapons or something, broke in the condo 3 times. They destroyed the microwave. This is in a couple different times that Bob went back. They destroyed the dryer. They destroyed his car twice. And then what else? They destroyed the outside air conditioning unit. And then they kept putting people around the condo when I went, all putting out Freemason triangle things. And they're saying that this thing following me is like linked to Putin. And they drew this in me and said, we're going to make you so evil, you'll kill people. That's that thing that was on my parents' street and my street. When you spill something, it turns into that. And I'm being attacked. But when I was at the condo last time, they knocked me out because I went to church. I woke up like this. 2 times I went to church. The other time I was just at a light, they hit me because they never wanted me to go to church. The other time I went to church, this guy cornered me and was going to kill me in an alley. And he got out of his car. He looked nice. He looked distinguished, like an agent or something. And he was coming to my car. And then I drove through somebody's backyard to get away from him. That was a miracle. God was on my side. I was so surprised God saved me that day. I was so shook up. But the 2 times I went to church, both times they caused car accidents. They just want me damned. They don't. And I wrote a Christian book, and then they put it on a horror movie cover, said they were going to damn me and sent me to the hospital. The same month that I published a Christian book, I had tachycardia for the first time. No pre-existing heart condition. And they said, because I went to a hotel when my husband was gone after I had that problem on my heart. I went to a hotel over in Indiana, and this lady was waiting for me, and she goes, I know you. She said, they told me at the front desk was a lady waiting for you in the lobby. She goes, you published a Christian book. And then they started sending me Stephen King's photo with a guy named Rick Brown, say option number 2, baseball bat, because I published a Christian book. And then he said, you piss people off in high places. So Stephen King endorsed 4 stories that I had written that were stolen. And he praised Ellie Roth, who was trying to, who used my book cover, who said they want to damn me and possess me in real life. And then after all this happened, they said in Dust to Dawn, they tried to make me the Hell Queen for Clooney and Soderbergh's movie. And I said, I'm Christian. And so, what else is it? What else did they do besides rape, kill? Oh, they murdered me, resuscitated me. Here I am on the cruise. Michael Sack wanted to stand behind me, and he wanted to go to every event we were at, and he even wanted to follow me at the beach. And he got upset when this guy wanted to befriend us and said, can I be your all's towel boy? He was from Boca Raton. He was in pharmaceuticals and different things. And he asked if he could buy me a racehorse. And I said, no, I don't know you. So after I got home, he had got my number somehow. I didn't know that this group had stolen everything. And there were people that were on this cruise that the writers invited me on, John Saul, Terry Brooks and all that, who had seen my work. And they had tried to proposition me. One guy asked if I would go for Blue Crab in Boston, and he said he owned half the real estate in North Carolina, where I went to the book festival. I couldn't understand why I got on the elevator on the cruise they invited me on, and these people said, only place you're going is to the top. I had no awareness. And then I realized that month they put my stuff in John Saw's book. I think it was Black Creek Crossing, my parents being murdered. And then they murdered them. My parents' street address. They were after this land. And even me. And all this in the story. And Michael Sack told me personally, he said, Sherry, we tried Hollywood and we couldn't get in, but we're meeting with some people in Fort Lauderdale to decide whether or not we have any place in Hollywood. And then I said, well, congratulations. But they said to me at the conference, very strangely, if there's anything we can do for you, Sherry, just let us know. And then I found out that month when the book was released, it had my family in it, everybody murdered. And then I found out he was teaming up with my stepsons to try to kill us. And he was using the pen name Justin Brett overseas for Justin Bretz. And then Justin Bretz was working with even the Russian government. And he had the Phoenix on his boat too. They're all connected, and all Bob's kids started wearing like bare Russian pajamas. And then they put us on a kill list. And I guess it's all up to Illuminati. And so my friends put this book together to show you what they had plotted to do for the Antichrist and how it's all high up. And Frankie, I didn't think he looked very well when I photographed him at the concert. And then I realized it looked like something on his head was trying to take him over. And it looked demonic. And then when I started looking at it and enhancing it, I said it looked like Vladimir Putin on his head. Like some alien or devil trying to get in Frankie's brain, because Frankie really was on my side from the very beginning. They draw bats of me. Now they're just destroying every part of me. with NASA weapons, the Star Wars group, the Pixie Fairies, the Skulls, Satan himself, and dark side government.